Hi ladies, it's Beth from Be Styled and it's time for Tipsy Tuesday. And in keeping with the theme from the past week, which is spring event dressing, today I want to talk about those spring events and how to get dressed for them by shopping your closet, creating outfits from your closet, and only buying things that you really need to fill holes, okay? So think about what you have coming up. I know a lot of you have graduations. I have a graduation. I mean, we have Easter this weekend. Passover, I think is over. Is Passover over? I think Passover has passed, but there's always, these spring is chock full with these kind of events. Mother's Day, brunches, graduations, showers, you know the deal. Go to your calendar and see what you have coming up. But I want to give you kind of 5 steps that you can take to shop your closet and work to create outfits for these events without having to buy anything. All right. Don't fall into the trap of, maybe if it's a wedding, your kid's getting married, close friend's wedding. I get it. You want to go and buy something new. But for these other events that show up year in and year out, season in and season out, it's silly to go out and feel like you have to have a new outfit for each event. That's silly. And it often causes us to buy things that we wear once and then we're like, or just your closet's too full of things you don't really need. Okay, so let's be smart. Okay, so step 1, you're going to look at your calendar. You're going to evaluate the event. This is pretty obvious. What is the event? What's the weather going to be like? Is it an indoor event? Is it an outdoor event? What's the dress code? What time of day is it? That's a big one. Get all that information. That's pretty obvious. Look ahead. You can, on the weather app, you can look ahead and see what the forecast is going to be within reason. And you're going to because you want to strike the balance between being comfortable and practical, but feeling good about yourself all at the same time. That's the goal, right? Okay. And then you're going to define the dress code for you. All right. You're going to think about this event and you're going to say, is this a dress event for me? Or would I be happier wearing nice pants and a blouse and maybe a jacket? Again, weather's different all over the country, so you got to adjust it for your weather. But you get the idea. Like some people are dress people, some people are pants people, or a jumpsuit person. Figure out what the dress code for that event is for you. That's going to make you the happiest. Think about the shoes. Often I tell people to start with the shoes. If it's an event where you're going to be on your feet all day or walking or in uneven ground, you might need to start with your shoe first and really figure out, okay, this is the type of shoe I'm going to wear, because that will help you. It gives you a starting off point, and it can eliminate a lot of things, for one thing, and it can just narrow your options when you start with the shoe. You don't have to start with the shoe, but I tend to start with either the shoe or, for me, the jacket, because where I live and where I seem to go, a jacket is almost always a necessity. Even if it gets warmer later in the day or, and I want to take it off, there's usually a jacket involved. And I like to start with a jacket. And I'm going to demonstrate how I do that. Because a jacket or a topper, when I say jacket, I don't mean anything, it doesn't have to mean anything heavy or ultra warm. It's just that top layer that is really an impactful piece. And it's what people see when you come in, and it's what people see when you leave. So for events, a jacket's very important. Also important what you're going to wear under it, because if your weather changes, you want to be able to take off the jacket and still have a cohesive, stylish outfit. Okay, so now we're going to go to our closet, and this is you're gonna go to your closet with the eye of a stylist. Okay, this is not brain surgery, people. This is what I do, and I am no brain surgeon. But there are ways to look at your closet and to pick, mix and match items that just open up a world of opportunities. I do this all the time with my one-on-one clients in their closet virtually, and it's amazing when I see what they have and they show me what they have, how with a fresh set of eyes or a stylist set of eyes, I can say to them, oh, well, why don't you put that with that? And they'll say, really? I never would have thought of that. And, it's very natural for that to happen. We live in our closets. We get used to our clothes. And sometimes you just have to look at your clothes with this fresh new set of eyes. And now's a great time to do that when you're figuring out what you're going to wear for a special event. Get out of the rut you might be in of always wearing this blouse with these pants. Or I only wear this dress to church or to the country club, and I don't wear it any other time. Get out of those pigeonholes. Okay, so one way of doing it, you can pull out all the contenders. Pull out your dresses for the season. Pull out your jumpsuit. Pull out nice pants and blouses and jackets. And maybe ideally you have a rolling rack like I have over here, and hang them on a rack. And then let's start playing around and try things on, try combinations and take pictures. But if you're really stumped, this is the easiest thing to do. This is what I do, and this is what I'm doing this weekend. I'm traveling to Chicago to see my boys with Bill and my brother and his family, and for Easter. Now, I'm going to be in the city, and I'm with my boys. It's going to be very casual, but I still have to pack, and I have to plan what I'm going to wear on Easter and whatnot. So for me, especially when I'm packing, the easiest thing to start with is the old column of color that I talk about ad nauseum, but ladies, it always works. So what I'm thinking of doing, I think it's going to be chilly, maybe in the 50s in Chicago. I've got to check again, but I want to wear light. I want to wear light colors because it still is spring and Easter, so I don't want to wear a black column. But I could. You definitely could, especially if it's going to be rainy and gross. That still works. But I have these ecru. These are jeans, but they're like wide leg, kind of trousery looking jeans. Which will be appropriate for what I'm doing. You might have a pair of cream trousers. That would probably be even better. I don't have a pair that will work for this, but and then I just have a ivory V-neck cashmere sweater, light cashmere sweater. Now I could wear this with a great belt and probably like a cognac belt and cognac shoes and a cognac bag and a really cool substantial gold necklace, and that could be the outfit on its own, you know, if I don't wear the jacket. But jackets, now again, I'm shopping my closet. You have to shop your closet. Don't say, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? I do have a link here. I link to some things that might be available. Some of them are available on eBay, believe it or not, because they're older. But go to your closet and figure out, what can I throw on top of this column of color? If it's a neutral, you have a lot of options. I mean, I could go very casual with a denim jacket. That would be, you know, for during the day, I could throw a denim jacket on and dress that whole look down. What I'm probably going to do for Easter, if it's cold especially, is I have this fabulous red coat, just a wrap coat that if it's cold, I mean, this will keep me nice and warm. And it's just a statement piece, and it's the kind of jacket that I can wear as a coat and bundle it up and tie it, or I can tie the tie in the back and wear it almost like a blazer, because it's, you know, it's not too long. That's one option. Especially if it's cold, this is what I'll go for. If I want to be a little more casual, I could go with this quilted number that's a little lighter and more casual. I have, I have this from years ago from Cabby in yellow that's really fun. I wore this 2 years ago on Easter, so I could do it again, but I'm doing the exact same thing. I was in Chicago 2 years ago with my son, so I probably don't want to do it again, but I could. And then I have this really fun jacket. This is currently from Cabby. And I don't sell Cabby anymore, but you might have somebody who sells it, or if you don't, let me know, and I have a link to my friend who sells it that I can refer you to. So that's easy peasy, right? Now, another event I have coming up is a graduation. Think about color. When you're going to a graduation, color is often important, especially if you're going to be in pictures and your son or daughter is going to be in a colored robe. You don't want to completely clash. I mean, you don't need to match them, but you don't want to clash. So that's pretty obvious to consider color for graduations. I have a graduation, my last graduation, no more tuition, in May, and my son goes to a school with red and white as their colors. So I think I'm going to wear this dress I've had for, how many years have I had this dress? A lot of you ladies have it. Probably 3. It's probably my 3rd season with this dress. I don't need to go out and buy a red dress. I might have been tempted. You know me, I'm sure I was, but I have this perfectly fine, pretty red dress. It's long. I don't even have to shave my legs if I don't want to. I can wear it with sandals. I could wear it with a nude heeled sandal if I want to be a little dressier. I'll probably wear it with just flat nude sandals. And I could then throw on like a white denim jacket. It's going to be very casual. We're going to be, you know, basically at a fraternity house with a pizza truck and beer. I don't need to be all dressed up, but that's, you know, it's going to be very comfortable. So if it's hot, this is a flowy dress. This is still available on Amazon. I did link it. There's a link under this the description of the video that sends you to everything that I found that's still available. So again, don't feel like you need to go out and buy things. If you want my help, I have a 1 hour power hour. If you only need a half an hour, you can do a half an hour and save 50%. I'm very flexible with that. If you just want to run things by me, I'm happy to help. But go into your closet, look at what you have, then try things on. I need to do that. Like, here's a perfect example for why. That cashmere sweater, I just now pulled it out to do this, and it's all pilled. I think it's from just, I don't think I even wore it this past season. I need to do something. I need to get that sweater into shape before Sunday, right? Before I pack. If I hadn't gone through this exercise, I'd be going to pack and I'd have this pilled, dirty, not dirty, but sweater that needs some work, right? So plan ahead and try it on. You never know how things have shifted and changed, and maybe it fit last year, maybe it doesn't fit this year. Try it on head to toe. Shoes. Then most importantly, this is my fifth step, is the accessorizing. Don't underestimate the power of accessorizing. I talk about this all the time too. You can completely, even if you wore this outfit last Easter, you can change it up by changing the accessories, by putting a different wrap on, carrying a different bag. No one's going to remember. No one. And if they do, what do you care? I think it's a sign of a smart woman who re-wears her clothes. Just ask Kate Middleton. She's famous for being a re-wearer of clothes. And God knows she could wear something new every single day if she wanted to. She really could, but she chooses to re-wear favorite things. And I think that's a sign of a stylish, smart woman. So don't be afraid to re-wear. If you are at a complete loss and you need to go shopping, do it in advance, plan, and really have a list. After you've gone to your closet, say, okay, this is the dress I'm going to wear, but I do not have a shoe, a neutral sandal with maybe a kitten heel or a block heel that I can walk in. I don't have it. Write that down, and that's what you're going to shop for. You're not going to go shop for a bunch of random things. You're going to shop for the neutral heel that goes with the dress that you found in your closet. Okay, let's say you put your whole outfit on and you think, I don't have a bag. I have this great outfit on and all I have is like a big leather handbag that's black, that's going to ruin the outfit. And you need a bag to carry your phone in and your lipstick. So write it down. I need, a cute clutch or crossbody or little handled purse or shoulder bag so I can put it on my shoulder. But maybe you don't want to wear a crossbody. If it's a really pretty outfit, you might not want to wear a crossbody. You might want a shoulder bag that you can have on your shoulder so you can be hands-free, but still have a bag that's not going to detract and bring down the beauty of the outfit you put together. So those little details make the difference. And you need time ahead of time to plan these things, not the day before. Okay? All right, so no more emergency panic shopping, buying things that you wear that one time because you felt like you had to go buy something. Always, always start in your closet. Shop your closet has become a overused term. I overuse it. It was a fresh, clever term, like 10 years ago? But it's a concept that is so critical. And I'm learning to do it more. It's like Dr. Heal Thyself. I see something and I think, oh, I love that. And then I stop myself and I say, Beth, what do you have that is very similar? Even if it doesn't not have to be the same, but it's similar enough that you can plug it in. That's why we talk about outfit formulas. You're not copying outfits. It's a formula. You're plugging in like items that can create the vibe or the look or the style of that outfit that you see on the internet or on somebody else, without having it to be identical, without saying, what's the link? What's the link? I need to have that same thing. I mean, sometimes you do, but a lot of times you just need to go to your closet and find it. And then pay yourself $30 or whatever it is you saved on that impulsive purchase. Put it in a special account and take yourself out to dinner or something. Do something special. But that money will add up. I find it does. So that is my lecture for today. Any questions? Post them below. Again, there is a link to, I believe, everything that I mentioned. In my column of color, when I talked about black, I did forget to mention this. This is, when I mentioned jumpsuits, this is a Old Navy jumpsuit. I mean, and it is so comfortable. It's worked on a lot of my clients. I haven't worn it yet, but I'm going to. It has a defined waist, like see that elastic waist, but it's kind of up high. So if you have a stomach pooch, it's above that, but it's going to give you that definition under your chest. And then it just flows down into a wide leg. Comes in petite. Petite is probably sold out. I got the tall because I wanted it to be full length, but it's intended to be cropped, so you can go either way. But anyway, this is a perfect example of a column of color that gives you so many options. You could put a jean jacket on. You could put, any kind of topper on. White, you could wear a white jacket with this. And, like tan or cognac flat sandals and then like gold necklace. It'd be fabulous and comfortable. And yes, you do have to take it off to go to the bathroom. But the good thing about this is it's stretchy. That just comes right off, goes right back on. And you look cute. And it's on sale for $17. I mean, Old Navy really does a good job a lot of times. All right. So that's what I have for you today. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. And I'll see you next week. Happy Easter. Happy belated Passover. And mwah, bye.